In the fall of 2009, Haverford High School will offer for the first time a course entitled Videography. Videography is a combination of disciplines that used to be covered under broadcasting and video editing, and it is being combined with the curriculum that Apple provides for a video journalism class. Many of our programs will be broadcast on Channel 11, as well as the internal schools channel for HVision. Videography will include video journalism, documentaries, musical videos, commercials, public service announcements, and we will also take advantage of video contests that come along this, such as C-SPAN's Get Out the Vote contest earlier this year. The course will be centered around 12 units designed by Apple. The first unit is entitled Video Journalism. In this part of the course, the students will get a general definition of journalism, and they'll learn about the responsibility of journalists to truth and objectivity. The second unit will be about developing the idea for the story. They'll get an introduction to the production of a story. They'll learn about the roles of the production team, what an interesting story has, whether it's newsworthy or not, and how to pitch a story so that they can be assigned to actually produce it. The first craft they'll learn is editing. This is very similar to what we've been teaching in the video editing class. We'll be using Final Cut Pro. 20 will be laptops, MacBooks, so that we get maximum flexibility in the studio itself, so we can go from producing stories to instructing as a classroom. The fourth unit is planning the story. In this unit, the students will learn how to identify primary and secondary sources, whether it's for a news story or an athletic event or a school event. They'll learn about interviewing, documenting sources. They'll also learn about the ethics of journalism. Unit 5 will be about the second craft, the camera itself. They'll learn how to use the camera confidently. They'll learn its parts, its capabilities, when to use which camera, how to compose a shot, how to make sure that the shot itself will be interesting. In Unit 6, they'll be producing the story for video. This is where they'll assign roles and responsibilities for various parts of the story. They'll identify their technical requirements, the components of that story. They'll decide what kind of shots they need to make and what type of equipment they're going to need to take. Unit 7 is scripting the story. They'll learn about the screening room. They'll learn how to not only script the story, but to format the story and then to edit the story so that it fits the format that we need for the final video product. Unit 8 will be the students on assignment. This is where the students will work as a team to produce a fully developed story. This unit will be repeated throughout the semester. As some students will finish some of the earlier units more quickly than others, they will take the forefront in becoming production managers. Unit 9 is the third craft. This is where we talk about lighting. In the video you see some of the lighting that we're currently using, but we're going to have rack lighting installed in the studio itself, and the students will learn about the different values of lights that are needed. Unit 10 is the fourth craft, that of sound. The students will learn the basics of sound recording and the use of microphones, both lavaliers, handheld mics, boom mics. They'll also learn how to solve the problems that happen when you record in the field. Unit 11 will introduce motion graphics. We'll use programs such as LiveType and other illustration programs in order to create images which can be worked in with the video themselves to make the videos that much more interesting. Finally, Unit 12, on the air. Students will work as a team to put together stories they've created for broadcast as a coherent program with a mixture of live and taped elements. So they'll be putting together pretty much everything they've learned throughout the semester, and once again this unit will be repeated several times for some who achieve the earlier units much more successfully.